All right, we back again. And listen, before you even ask the question, because I already know what the question is, Kevin, when are you going to get another lens for that left eye? I've ordered the glasses, okay? It takes about 14 to 18 business days. But just work with me. That's all I'm asking. And first of all, it's not even about me. It's about the message that you're going to get. All right? Now, can we get started? Thank you. All right, welcome to another episode of Catch the Vision. I'm your host, Coach Kevin, and today we're sitting down with a powerhouse in healthcare and healthcarepreneurship. Yeah. Teria Mullen, CRNA, FNP-C. No, I'm going to let her tell you when we get to there, okay? Just hold on to those letters. Now, I'm going to break down for you a CRNA is a certified registered nurse anesthetist. Now, I may have messed that up, but it's okay because I got somebody to clean it up. But it's one of the highest and most respected roles in nursing, okay? She's also a family nurse practitioner, certified, which means she's trained to care for patients across the lifespan. Getting even one of those credentials is tough. I'm going to tell you, that is tough to be a CRNA. That's not an easy task. But Teria didn't stop at one. She did both. Now, here's the kicker of all of this. While in school, pregnant, and told by her professor that she might as well quit because she wouldn't make it. And you know what? Teria proved everyone wrong. Not only did she make it, she built her own practice. First-rate infusion and wellness in Mesquite, Texas. So today we're going to talk about her journey, the obstacles she's overcome, the services she provides, like IV hydration. That's the medical term now. You know, street term is called vitamins in a bag. And she also is good at dumbing down the medical terminology. So what really takes a balance being a mom, a healthcare leader, and a business owner, you don't want to miss this one. So again, welcome to Catch the Vision. Teria, I'm about to take these glasses off. I think I might be able to make it. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you.
Good.
Thanks for the invitation.
All right.
I'm excited.
I'm excited
honored to be here.
Absolutely. So if you would share where you are originally from.
Born and raised on the west side of Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Chi-Town.
Really?
Yes, born and bred.
What was life there living in Chicago? Or what was life like?
For me, I had the best childhood. I
Okay.
was, we hear about big bad Chicago, the city.
Yeah.
I was sheltered from a lot of that.
Cabrini Green.
Yeah, but that wasn't me. That
really?
wasn't. No.
Okay.
My parents did an amazing job of keeping me busy. I went to a little small Catholic school on the west side, and they kept me busy in sports, Girl Scouts, and all kinds of extracurriculars. So,
okay.
So I was too busy to experience the Cabrini Greens and all that kind of stuff.
All the wrongness that,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, no, I that wasn't my childhood.
All right, so
I was blessed.
You did more ride-bys.
I did.
And not drive-bys.
No drive-bys. No drive-bys. No drive-bys. So, I had an amazing childhood. I thought that we were the Huxtables, and we by far were not. But, but I had a really rich and fulfilling childhood. So,
what characteristics do you think you carry today from both your mom and dad?
Hard work. I saw my parents work every day.
What did your mom do?
My mom was on a business side of healthcare. So she worked for a company that basically accredited hospitals and other healthcare entities, basically wrote and gave policy to make sure that they were meeting certain standards. And so she was actually the one who introduced me to the profession of healthcare. Not only that, but nursing and also anesthesia.
What about your dad?
My dad was in business. He sold steel. He sold steel.
So he was in sales.
He was in sales.
Okay.
They met at college, and they graduated. I think.
What college?
The year, Northern Illinois University.
Now, is that a HBCU or
it's not.
PWI?
It's not. It is.
Okay, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
look,
it's a state school.
A degree is a degree, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My dad would have to tell you that story, but
okay, all right.
But they met there.
How long were they married?
Through death, 44 years.
So you know what marriage and stuff looks like because you had something to model.
I had something to model. Okay. My parents were together. Again, they were really hard workers. And so love. That's what it was for me. It was love and it was family. Yeah, from both sides.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, all right, here you are in college, and during the time you're in college. Or I guess, is it during the time or before you went to college, you became pregnant?
Oh, I was in college. I was good in college.
Okay.
I had actually started. I was accepted into the nursing program.
Okay.
It was underway. I was in my first year of 2 for nursing school.
Okay.
And it was my junior year of college.
Okay.
And yes, I was pregnant.
You remember how many months at the time?
Well, at the time, actually, I had already given birth when I had this conversation with one of my professors, and it just shook me because she said it she was very loving, and that's why it was so convincing. But she thought that I needed to be home and spend more time with my child instead of the sacrifice of being with him, and in school.
I mean, so I understand that you said she said it in a loving way, but for me, to me, that don't sound loving. But I mean, again, I'm not saying that she didn't say it in a loving way, but who has the right to say what you should do? I think that decision should have been made by you. But yet someone tells you what they think you should do. So how did that sit with you?
Well, at the time, it jolted me because, again, I respected her. She had a maternal instinct about her, and so I thought she was doing it suggesting it out of love. So. I went and talked to my mom about it because I was almost convinced that I needed to
really
leave.
So what did your mom say?
Well, she was like, it's not happening. So just to
Thank
set
God.
things
So
up.
hold on, because I'm like this. Your story makes me think about my older sister. Okay, and we grew up in Arkansas, Pine Bluff, in the housing projects, and my older sister, Kathy, who is a retired nurse practitioner, came home that one day and she was crying. And so I remember my mom saying, Kathy, what's going on? Why are you crying? And she said, Mama, the kids at school said people who live in the projects can't go to college. And so my mom made a decision that very moment. Because my mom never been to college. She enrolled in, at that time it was called Arkansas A&M. Today it's called University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, UAPB. Though she did not graduate, she set the tone for my daughter. I mean, my older sister, yeah. So can you imagine had my mom just said, well, Kathy, they're right. You think my sister would have been no. So, big ups to black mothers.
And I thank God for her. I thank God for my mom because what I needed in that moment was the reassurance that I could do it. And just to set the stage, I was away at school. My parents urged me, they wanted me to not only have the HBCU experience, but away, so that I wasn't so inclined to come back home every weekend, or just to be more independent, to mature.
What HBC did you attend?
I went to Tennessee State University.
Okay, boy, all
Yes.
32 teeth. Okay. God, dog, all right.
The best, some of the best years of my life.
All right.
But I was away at school.
Okay.
And it was difficult getting into the nursing program.
Really?
It was competitive. One of the toughest nursing schools out there. And so I made it, but now I'm pregnant, and I was only in my first half of the program. And so I had to call home. I talked to my mom because, again, I was considering going home I thought that's what I should have done as a mother, to be with my son, present, and so that's what I thought I needed to do on a more consistent basis.
Okay.
I was there, but I was in school. I was focused on school,
Right.
and she was insisting. My professor at the time was insisting that I needed to pick the nursing career back up once he got a little older.
Wow.
So no, my mom stopped me right there and said, "This is what we're going to do. You're going to stay. You're going to stay in school. You're going to focus on that, because now more than ever you need this."
Right.
And my parents were extremely supportive. They were there to not only pick him up, they were visiting Nashville, and then they kept him for a summer for me. And originally the plan was for them to keep him until I graduated,
Right.
but I missed him throughout that summer. It was tough. So I brought him back with me fall semester, and we did it together. He was a baby, but yeah, we got it done. So I'm glad that that suggestion didn't stop me.
Right. So had it stopped you, and you would have taken the advice of that professor, do you think you would have returned?
I think so. I think I would have returned.
Do you think it'd been later in life?
I think it would have been later, because you know how it is when life gets in the way.
Yeah.
The more responsibility you have, whether it's with the family, that comes with its own bills.
Right.
And requirements of your time, and so it's difficult to think about school when now you have more adult responsibilities. So I'm thankful that I was able to stay the course, and not to mention just the mindset of studying. So I'm glad that I was able to stay the course and graduate.
So Teria, what happened with you first? Becoming a CRNA or becoming a FNP? And explain those letters, but which one happened first, FNP or CRNA?
So I became a CRNA, or a certified registered nurse anesthetist, first.
Boy, that's a hard word, that A, boy. God, dog. Okay.
Yes, that happened in 2009. And again, thanks to my mom. And it just goes to show you how impressionable kids are. And so my mom, being in the healthcare space, I guess I always told her I wanted to be a nurse. I don't know when that happened, but she introduced me.
That's a hard feel.
Yeah, I don't know when that happened in life, I must have been in middle school or early high school.
Explain to people what a CRNA does.
We deliver anesthesia. So for patients needing anesthesia for surgery,
yeah, we're
responsible for keeping the patient asleep and safe during surgical procedures.
So are they called anesthesiologists? Or?
No, so the anesthesiologist is going to be, that's also a anesthesia provider, but that is a doctor, a physician.
Okay, so what's the difference between the MD and you?
So I originally had a nursing degree.
Okay.
And then I went on to become an advanced practitioner, an advanced nurse practitioner, and I specialize in anesthesia.
So are you saying that the anesthesiologist does not have to be around when you're administering the doses for patients?
Not in every instance. It depends. It really depends on state regulation.
Okay.
Yes. There are several states that we practice independently. So there's no anesthesiologist in sight. We don't have to practice under the direction of an anesthesiologist.
Really?
Correct. Mm-hmm.
And so what's the starting pay for CRNAs? On the low end,
I don't have the numbers.
I mean, just if you had
I don't really have the numbers.
You know, it's been a while. You went back when Moby Dick was a mental. No. So what? I mean, like, if I know you don't have the hardcore numbers, but if you just had to, like, just on the low end, is it like 120?
I'll just say I came out of. This is probably not even. It's probably poor taste, Kevin.
What?
But my first job, out of school, 2009, I was making about $250 a year.
Really? Mm-hmm. In 2009?
Yes.
I've never been to college, but I think I'm starting tomorrow. God, dog. So the more experience you have, the more you start, more revenue you generate.
More experience, and then also just the industry. I mean, we're high demand.
Really?
High demand. Yes.
Dang. So what does the letter F, the letter N, the letter P stand for?
Family Nurse Practitioner. So again, that's another advanced nurse practitioner who specializes in family practice.
So you got 2 advances.
I do.
So you have like more degrees than a thermometer.
That wasn't the plan, but
wow.
But yeah, that happened. That wasn't the plan initially, at least.
How much sacrifice did it take to earn those credentials, Teria?
Oh, a lot of sacrifice. Definitely a lot of sacrifice. Lots of commitment. Lots of missing social gatherings, because you have to be self-motivated,
right?
And you have to be, especially as an adult learner, when I still have a household to maintain,
right,
and children, and I still have to work, or I still had to work,
right? So
it was an incredible amount of sacrifice, but I had to tell myself that it was just a period of time, that I needed to sacrifice in order to get to the next phase. Was
there ever a class that you didn't pass?
No.
Really?
No.
Dang.
No, when you're paying for your, especially when I went back for the second degree, paying for your education, you have a different outlook. You can't, not passing the class means, first of all, repeating it and going through some of the same things that you endured before you dropped it. And then the cost. It's expensive. Education is expensive. So not passing was not an option.
So you took the board test one time?
Yes.
One time?
That's it. One time. Lots of sacrifice, though. Lots of sacrifice. Lots of studying.
Ask me how many times I probably would have had to take it had I been in your situation. Ask me.
How many times, Kevin?
Shit, probably about 7. I would have said, look, I'm probably the best CRNA you will ever meet. I flunked that board 7 times. So I know everything. Everything. Yeah. So you're very, very, very intelligent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about this practice. All right. So you started out practicing in Illinois, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I think you had like a huge thriving practice.
So actually, no, I didn't have a clinic.
Okay.
In Illinois.
Okay.
In Illinois, I was working. I had a staff agency, so
really?
I provided anesthesia services to physicians and surgeons. Excuse me.
Okay.
So we were staffing smaller practices.
Okay.
That needed our services.
All right. And how long did you do that?
I did that from 2019
Okay.
right up until 2022, and eventually brought the agency here to Texas.
What brought you to Texas?
Oh gosh,
What?
That's another episode.
I mean, what brought you here? Love?
Love brought me here.
Okay.
Love brought me here, and just wanting a fresh start.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now, I'll be diving into these questions.
Don't dive too much.
Oh, okay. I'm going to dive even. Okay. So, a relationship brought you here, and I guess the relationship didn't pan out, I would say.
Correct.
And so here you are in Dallas, Texas, right?
Yes.
You have no family ties here, am I correct?
Correct.
No best friends here.
Correct.
How did you, and then your daughter's with you, right?
Yes,
You have a 12-year-old daughter,
my
correct?
12-year-old daughter.
How
yes.
do you navigate that? Like, what kept you from saying, shh, pack your bags, we're going back to Illinois, because, we don't have nobody here. What stopped you?
Well, I had to, the moment I realized that before moving to Dallas, I had heavily depended on my mom, my parents, to help me with my kids, getting them back and forth to school and all their schedule, getting their activities to and from their activities. And so, unfortunately, I lost my mom in 2022, November 22, to cancer. So, I'm sorry, it's 21 to cancer. And so at that point, it felt like my help was gone, and it really wasn't, but that's how it felt. So moving to Dallas didn't seem, it just, again, it was a fresh start, and again, I needed to figure things out anyway.
Right.
But again, when my relationship didn't work, I had to create an opportunity. I not only had I desired the flexibility to, for the first time in years, be able to get my child to and from school, to be able to show up to the morning parent activities at school. This was the first time, so I created the opportunity, and so there was the birth of the clinic. That was the birth of First Rate Infusion and Wellness.
And it was established. What year did you actually open?
I opened it in 2023.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
2023.
So we're going on what, 2 years?
It's been almost 2 years. January 1st of 2023.
So, Teria, it sounds like in your profession, whether you are a CRNA or anesthesiologist, it sounds like there's a lot of money to be made, but the time is limited with family.
Correct.
And so for you, it sounds like you had enough of losing time with your children, and it sounds like you were ready to kind of control the time as much as possible, and therefore, opening up your clinic, which is located in Mesquite, Texas, right? So at your clinic, what services do you provide, and kind of explain those services for where even a third, fourth, or fifth grader can understand?
So top services provided at First Rate Infusion and Wellness are ketamine infusions.
Okay, now what is that?
So ketamine is an infusion for someone who is struggling with depression and anxiety, and they feel stuck. Okay,
I mean, but why can't they just deal with a therapist, like a licensed counseling professional? I guess they call it LCP or whatever. Why they just can't deal with them?
They go hand in hand. Those are more behavioral and cognitive therapies.
Okay.
This is a medical pharmacological treatment.
Okay.
And this is actually a medicine. So So sometimes when people are dealing with depression and anxiety, they need the help of medication.
Okay.
So in this instance, people have tried medication and it hasn't worked.
When you say try medication, like in the form of a capsule or a pill?
Both. A form of
Okay.
a capsule,
Okay.
a pill, different
You mean
multiple
like
capsules and pills.
For example, Prozac.
It could be.
Okay. I mean, I'm just giving an
Yes,
example.
like a
I'm not pinning you down to, but that's the thing that comes to my mind. But I mean, I'm sure it's other levels to the medications. But so you're saying sometimes when those do not become effective, then ketamine infusion can be the result of seeing some improvement.
It's a way to reset the brain.
Really?
It's a way to reset the brain.
Okay.
When it feels stuck in depression and anxiety.
Okay. So now you mentioned depression, anxiety. I'm sure what PTSD as well.
PTSD.
What
traumatic stress disorder.
What other disorders outside of those can it work for?
It also helps with chronic pain. So
Okay.
you have people who live with very debilitating chronic pain, meaning they can't even work, from fibromyalgia, from diabetic neuropathies.
Right.
So pain that, is complications of diabetes.
Okay.
Has caused pain. Some people have, terrible pain from surgical procedures that they had. Let's say they got into a car wreck and they had back surgery or neck surgery, and they've just not been able to recover. You got people that fall out, that have accidents at work, and they've gone through all of the physical therapy, all the chiropractic treatments, everything suggested, and nothing has worked.
Okay.
And so again, ketamine has been shown to reset the pathways when it comes to not only depression but blocking pain signals.
Okay.
So that's why it's a game changer.
So are you saying that the pain could still be there, but you're just not going to feel it, or what are you?
Good question. Nobody really knows how it works. So I really can't know. There's still research that has been inconclusive on exactly how it works.
Okay.
We just know that it does.
Okay.
Ultimately.
Okay. So I'm about to, talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Because someone may be saying, "Oh, I don't know about that ketamine because they said that somebody," and I can't remember the person's name. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. They lost their life from ketamine. So you want to clear up that rumor of what actually happened?
Well, what actually happened is there are a few things.
Okay.
There was an abuse involved of ketamine itself.
So how do they get to where they're abusing it if the provider is, scheduling it for them?
So again, it's unfortunate, but in the case that I'm referring to, without necessarily calling names, that's the power of wealth, money.
Okay, so that falls on an individual provider.
Correct.
Right. So it's no different than a provider giving too much of, I guess, what they call opioids.
That's
a huge problem. Yeah.
Well, that's a huge crisis, and we've faced that as a country.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason why ketamine has emerged. And it's been around for a long time because again, we give ketamine in anesthesia on a daily basis.
Right.
But it's been we've tried to shifted practice standards to using things like ketamine instead of opiates, because of the crisis and just because of the effects that it
you
has.
pronounced all these medical terms so correct. You said opiates, I said opioids. Boy, I tell you, we would. I'm not going to say we. Kevin, you will put your own spin on these words. Okay. All right. So this particular person, death did not did it arise from ketamine, or it was they found something else actually happened?
Correct. Something else actually happened.
Okay.
And I think, again, because media has its way.
Yeah, they'll spin it out of control.
Things,
yeah, I know that.
But it was originally, given, or ketamine was originally to be the culprit of, this person's death, and that was later debunked.
Okay.
So while it was unfortunate, and it caused, or the death of this person was unfortunate, and it also shed a really negative light on the use of ketamine. The fact is that it when given safely and under the direction of a medical professional, it has great benefits. It's a game changer. It's changed. People's lives are being changed with ketamine therapy, Spravato therapy.
What's Spravato?
Spravato is like the spray form of ketamine.
Okay. You spray it in your nose?
It's a nose spray.
Really?
It's a nose spray. This is also done under a licensed or a certified facility.
Right.
Where it can be administered. Where it can be administered.
So let me ask you this question: are both of these are under insurance, or neither one, or like how does that work?
So Spravato has recently been FDA approved.
Okay.
Which is great because, again, that gives those who are suffering with depression, namely, it was studied and trialed for those who have severe depression.
Okay.
So because the FDA has now approved it, insurance now pays for it. You just have to qualify. And so, again, that's where we come in with helping to get clients across the line.
Okay. So
that they can get the treatment that they need. IV ketamine has posed a little bit more of a challenge when it comes to insurance coverage. Yes. But there's been some workaround, and we're always trying to find ways to make it more affordable.
Okay. So it sounds like with the ketamine infusion, it's a direct payment?
For most.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's talk about IV hydration or vitamins in a bag. So give us the background of that, because, for most of us, we just been, ordering. Well, I know I have been ordering vitamins off of Amazon.
And nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
All right.
But sometimes people need a quick boost. Sometimes people need a quick boost of energy. If you've had a long weekend, I don't know. I'm not judging, but some people are hanging over. It's
they got a hangover.
It's football.
Okay,
season.
so there's a lot of alcohol consumption.
Okay. And you need a quick boost of energy or bounce back.
Okay.
IV vitamins or vitamins in a bag. A quick, sure way of delivering the vitamins directly to your bloodstream. Okay. With pills, remember those are subject to stomach enzymes and digestion, so it takes months for pills to work.
Really?
If they even work. Sometimes every pill's not made the same.
Every supplement
is not made the same.
Okay.
And so sometimes the great reviews on Amazon or any other place, aren't necessarily reflective of the quality of the pill. You got to know it's quality sometimes. So yeah. So sometimes, again, you may be really avid about taking your vitamins every day, but it just know that if they work, sometimes it takes months.
So give me a rundown list of people who should be using vitamins in a bag. Like, give me the 10 people or professionals who should be using vitamins in a bag.
Athletes.
Okay. What type? Any
high
kind?
School. Outdoors. Well, really any kind.
Okay.
But I'm thinking like my football players,
okay,
soccer players,
okay,
even golf.
Really?
Just an athlete, a very active person.
Okay.
Someone who
tennis.
exercises, tennis.
Yeah. Oh.
Someone who exercises and needs muscle recovery.
Okay, like personal trainers, people who
personal trainers
work
and their
out.
clients.
Yeah, okay.
People working out, people that are flying in and out of town, have busy,
especially out of the country.
That too, but not just even out of the country. Really, just in and out domestically.
Okay, because the time zone is always different.
Well, not only that, but all the people that you're coming in contact with.
God, dog, I didn't think about.
Yeah, just
the
in the
mustache
lines.
jokers on that plane. I didn't mean that. I did not mean that. I mean, sometimes people have, they smell like they want to be alone. And so you're on the plane, you don't have no choice but to be with them.
And unfortunately, right, especially like with Southwest, you have to line up.
Yeah. But you are right, because we don't know who on there has a cold or whatever the case. I didn't even think about that.
Correct.
So, and especially like the pilots and flight attendants.
Yeah, everybody
on that plane.
The TSA workers, they're coming in contact with people.
Okay.
On how many people on a daily basis that they have to get up close and personal with.
I didn't even think about that, Teria.
So yeah. So anyone in and out of town, construction workers, movers, people that have absorption issues. There's a lot of people that have weight loss surgery, and they have absorption. They can't absorb a lot of the pills.
Right. And you know what's crazy? There are people who can't even. They're scared to take pills or capsule because it gets stuck.
There are people who cannot swallow pills.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
And so those would be excellent. Those are excellent candidates for IV therapy, vitamins in a bag. People who have sickle cell.
What about diabetes?
People who have diabetes. It really, there's
no one's really an exception to the rules of vitamins in a bag.
Yeah. Right.
All right, so let me ask you this. You have something they call happy hour, kind of like what some of these, fast food restaurants have, like happy hour from, there's one restaurant, they got happy hour from 2 to 4, and boy, 50% off fountain drinks, I'll be in line. But you have adopted the same philosophy with happy hours for vitamins in a bag. So tell us, give us what it's about, the days you do it, and is it for anyone, like existing clients or new clients? Talk to us about that.
Thank you. So, yes, happy hour is Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
Okay.
2 to 4.
2 to 4.
First time clients, 50% off.
Really?
50% off, 2 to 4, from 2 p.m. to 4
so
p.m.
you're just that, what's the word I'm looking for? You're just that serious to let people know that vitamins in a bag can give you that instant boost.
Definitely.
You giving 50% off?
50% off.
I've never heard
for new clients.
I've never heard a clinic like doing that's unheard of, because most clinics be like, I don't care if I don't get nobody here. I ain't. But like, it's okay. So, Teria, this is just me talking, but it sounds like you're very community driven, and so for you, it's not even about the money; it's about seeing the results.
Definitely about the results and just giving people access to.
Well, I know it's about the money, because you still got to pay the bills at the clinic. Yeah.
Yes,
but overall, it's mostly seeing the results.
That's right. Giving people every day. People are going through things, and for whatever reason, you're tired, you're down and out. We need to feel better. All right,
let me ask you this. Hold on, this is because I got to bring the fellas in. Now, does this work for the men? Have lost their stamina with their significant other? Can that help?
Potentially, but again, but First Rate also has an answer for that too. That's hormone replacement therapy.
Really?
Oh yes, we do get men in the office, especially from post workouts, who come in for, again, when I say muscle recovery, after benching heavy or leg day,
right?
Those are, while it's fulfilling to get it done,
right,
it's actually pretty taxing on your immune system. That's the time that you need to get not only protein, but vitamin C in. So the IVs, once again, that's a sure way to get that, all the nutrients, the vitamins and minerals directly into your bloodstream. You don't have to worry about pills. You don't have to worry about a powder.
How long? Okay, how long does it take to feel the results, and how long does the results last, and how often? I know it's 3 questions. All right. How fast do we get the results? How long does it typically last? And how often should we come in?
So how long is the results? You can feel the results almost instantly because again, these are being delivered directly to the bloodstream. Okay. So you don't have to wait for your stomach to digest any kind of pill and see the effect later. Okay. How long they last? Yeah. So that it can be anywhere between 2 to a week to a month. It just depends on the body. It depends on your goal, what it is that you're trying to achieve. Okay, I'm with you. And so that would again, since it depends on that, we can also come up with
customize
sort of plan to to customize the treatment.
And how often should we come back?
You can come twice a week.
Really?
You can come twice a week for vitamins. You can come 4 times a week for the vitamin or the bag alone, the hydration alone. Okay. You sure can.
All right. So beyond the vitamins in the bag, like what are 2 other services is provided at your wellness clinic?
So what goes hand in hand with the vitamins in the bag is the injections on the go. So everybody doesn't have time for an actual vitamin infusion. Yeah. If you want to get some vitamins quickly, you can get an injection of vitamins in 10 minutes and be out the door.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We also offer weight management.
Oh boy.
Yes. We offer weight management.
Now the question becomes how effective is, because I've seen people lose weight and somehow it finds them again.
Right. Well, okay. It's going to always find you
if you don't do the right thing.
Simple math. If you're eating more calories than you're burning, it's going to find you. Okay. So that's just a simple way to just think about that. But we offer some help. We offer assistance with weight management.
Okay. And how often should someone come in for that, or it just depends?
Depending, but that's usually on a monthly basis.
Oh, okay.
And goals.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Any other services or?
Yeah, well, we offer psychiatric services. So
really?
Yes, psychiatric services. There's a wonderful mental health nurse practitioner in the office who sees patients for psychiatric evaluations, medication management. All right. She works well with the clients that are receiving ketamine and Spravato. So that's another service. Her name's Carol. And we also offer hormone replacement therapy. So that's the newest service, and we're excited about that.
Okay. Now, most providers talk like big medical terms, right? Why is it that you always replace the big medical jargon with, everyday language that, patients can understand?
I think because it's my nursing background. It's also where I come from. I mean, I am who I am. And so I think I connect with people when I speak the way that I do. Okay. I think people not only understand the conversation, but get to know, they feel like, there's a connection. Okay. And so it comes from years, over 2 decades of talking to people. Okay. Yeah, not patients, but people.
Makes sense. So let's talk about collaborations with other healthcare providers, because not all collaborations make sense. So who are some good providers that you would be open to collaborate with that, it benefits both of you each way?
Great question. So from regarding ketamine, great collaborators would be therapists.
What kind?
Any therapists in social work. Okay. But when you mentioned any kind, I guess I was thinking more so specialties, trauma. Okay, got it. Depression, okay. Right? But so really no particular specialty. But yeah, definitely therapists, psychiatrists, even family practice providers, because often they see clients. They're kind of like the first hand,
what they call it,
the front line, for those dealing with depression. They see it almost first before they start to.
And they can't even prescribe it.
Oh, they can prescribe depression medication.
No, ketamine.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, they don't give it. They can
right.
They don't give it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why they have to what do you call it? Refer it out.
Yes.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yes.
So all right, so we got family practice, mental health clinicians.
Yes.
What about chiropractors?
Definitely chiropractors. Why? Because people who use or get ketamine for chronic pain, there's a window of time when they're just really more agile, and so chiropractors are going to be their best friend at that time to help to kind of loosen them up, loosen those joints. So pain providers, they're pain specialists,
pain management. Okay. So like orthopedic doctors or
more so again chronic pain.
Okay, I'm with you. Okay.
Yes, neurologists.
Somebody has cancer, something like that.
More so again, chronic pain from where it could be from anything, not cancer though. It's usually not cancer.
Okay.
It's more so due to nerve issues.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Issues,
right.
Not beyond the orthopedics. Yeah.
Okay.
Who else would be good is neurology. Ketamine works
of the brain.
Works wonders.
Oh, because you said it resets the brain.
Well, for migraines.
People
who suffer from migraines.
Yeah, my daughter has migraines.
Yeah. So there's lots of first line medication that works beautifully, but the reality is it doesn't work for everybody. Okay. And so we're going to be the next step in that treatment plan. If someone has tried things that were prescribed that didn't work, they may be a candidate for ketamine. Everybody's not a candidate, but for those who are at that point where things just don't work for them,
I'm with you.
They can consider.
All right, so let's talk about collaborations with companies, corporations, associations. I know you do a lot in the community, but what corporations would benefit from like the vitamins in a bag?
Airlines.
Really?
Because I'd love to collaborate with.
Who would be one of your favorite one to do first?
Well, I fly Southwest, and I'm an American Airlines.
Okay, all right. So Southwest, American,
Delta, all of them.
Okay, yeah. I mean, but all right. So Southwest, somebody that works for Southwest listening, and you all have. Because the airlines is going through some turmoil right now. So I know there's a lot of stress, being overworked, fatigue. So Southwest, American, because American is here in Dallas. That's their headquarters here in Dallas.
The Southwest as well.
Southwest and American here headquarters here in Dallas. So y'all don't have no excuse. Delta, we know you all hub is in Atlanta. So you all may have to fly your people here to Dallas because you're not licensed in Georgia, are you?
But we can make that happen.
Okay. Yeah, well, all right. Delta, you heard that, right? and Spirit, no, we not. No, y'all. Anyway.
No, wait a minute, Kevin.
What?
I had an amazing experience on Spirit.
Okay. Then that's me. That's my bias. Okay. Southwest, American, Delta, United, Emirates. Even though you all are, outside of the U.S., you still fly here. And that's all I'm going to list on here. Anyway, okay, so we got the airlines out the way. Who is another good candidate that's,
Big companies think about the big companies that have just, because of COVID, all their employees were working remotely back in the office.
Oh.
AT&T's,
Spectrum.
All of it, yes.
Okay.
I'd love to collaborate and give the opportunity for their employees to come on their lunch break and get a quick vitamin in the bag and be replenished and refreshed and ready to get back.
Now, can you also do mobile?
We can do it on site.
On site.
Collaboration.
All right, you all hear that? They can do on site or at the office. What about gyms?
Gyms. That's another great a great opportunity. Gyms.
Church.
Sure. Churches, definitely.
Okay.
Churches.
Schools.
We'd love to come to the schools.
What's some schools you want to come to?
To do quick injections. I'd love to start with the Mesquite school.
Mesquite ISD school?
Yes.
Okay.
Mesquite
What about
ISD.
Forney?
I'm not opposed to getting out there.
Look, all ISD schools, if you all listening, you need to reach out to
close.
First Rate Infusion and Wellness.
Yes, we're close.
Oh, PTA parents, what about them?
Definitely.
Okay.
Anyone.
Okay. All right. So, what's your long-term vision for First Rate Infusion and Wellness?
That's a great question.
All right.
Long-term, First Rate will be a household name.
Okay.
First Rate will be in other cities. First Rate will have other facilities.
Okay.
To be able to reach other communities that don't have access. They have to drive into Dallas, to get such services. First Rate will be in Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Yeah, First Rate will be back at Chicago or in Chicago. Yeah, long term, I aspire to create opportunities for others who want to do something like this.
Okay.
To educate and to show them how to do it. Give them the blueprint.
All right, can I put you on the spot for a second? You supposed to say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, would you be willing, and maybe just do this like once a month, okay? But would you be willing once a month to do a drawing for your vitamins in a bag? And so, if people, so I'm basically like giving the details, but if I give the details, just say, Kevin, we can do that, or Kevin, no, we're not going to do that. So would you be open to once a month doing a drawing for, people who are fatigued, stressed, all these different things that cause us not to want to, be productive, right? Pull from a drawing to award someone or to come in and get get First Rate Infusion and Wellness vitamins in a bag. Now, the way it works, they have to go to the website and fill out, because you all have like an inquiry on there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they could fill out like an inquiry and say why they should be chosen as a winner. Like, I've been fatigued since I was born. No, I'm just playing. No, but like I've been fatigued for the last 3 months, had no idea that vitamins in a bag could help me, like give their story. Like, you got to give your story, right? Not just, saying, well, I'm just going to go to the website and put my name and number in there and I hope they call me. Like, no, you got to give your story. Would you be willing to do that?
Definitely. That's an amazing idea. And it would definitely give people, someone an opportunity who's never experienced it before to see how it works.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to beat you all because I'm going to be first to go on that website and sign up. No, I'm just playing. But I think, so for those of you that's listening, or even, watch this again and again and again, go to the website, fill out the form, their inquiry form, and just let them know why. Tell your story. Like, my name is so-and-so. I live here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I do this kind of work, and I've been, throughout the week, I get fatigued, I'm stressed, all these things. And this is why I think I should be, the chosen winner. What do you think about that?
I love the idea.
Really?
I love the idea.
Okay. Okay, Kevin.
We'd love to hear about all those reasons that people, need to try it, and we would be honored to give anyone the opportunity to experience it. Okay. The First Rate experience.
Yeah. First Rate experience. All right.
First Rate experience.
All right. So, any closing remarks you want to share that you think we need to know when it comes to wellness? Because you also have a framework that you teach from that's called wellness, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think you just, and
all these new things, all of these things that are cooking and
But I mean, you don't have to tell the framework.
All, right.
Yeah,
We'll save that for the next time.
Yeah. But like, give us some departing information or knowledge that you think is important for communities to know when it comes to wellness.
Well, it's vitally important that we take our health seriously.
Okay.
With everything going on today, all the different stressors around us,
right,
we have to create the time and the space to relax and to heal our bodies, give our bodies the opportunity to heal. Mm-hmm. And so this is definitely an opportunity to do that in a safe environment. And if you've never experienced it before, now's the time for you to try our vitamins in a bag.
Okay.
Our injections on the go. And if you're suffering with depression and anxiety that you just really can't get out of, give us a call and we'll do our best to help. Wow.
Man, what an incredible conversation with Teria Mullen, CRNA and Family Nurse Practitioner. I know I could get that right. From just being told that you couldn't make it to building a thriving practice that's changing lives in not just in Mesquite, Texas, but in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, right? Your story is proof that resilience, faith, vision can overcome any obstacle, right? Mm-hmm. And so if you're in the DFW area and you're looking for real solutions to fatigue, hydration, mental health support, or just overall wellness, right? Check out First Rate Infusion and Wellness, and you'll not only be treated with expertise, but with compassion, clarity that makes everything easy to understand. So, Teria, I want to just say thank you for sharing your journey, your vision, and to our listeners, remember, no matter who tells you that you can't, you got to believe that you can. And until the next time, this is Coach Kevin D. Williams. I want you to always catch the vision, catch the vision, catch the vision.